Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk a little bit why you should be aiming to get zero point 0.1 of a Bitcoin, which is equivalent to 10 million Satoshis. So Bitcoin is made up of 100 million Satoshis, so it's divisible by 100 million. So it doesn't actually mean you need to get one whole Bitcoin to be a Bitcoiner. You can actually just get a very, very small piece. So one Satoshi is not even it's about a tenth of a penny. 10 satoshis is nearly 1 penny. 100 satoshis is nearly 10 cents, and all the way down to a full Bitcoin, which is 100 million satoshis, being $96,500 today. Now, the reason that I want you to get to this number is because we're just going to see zero point 0.1 of a Bitcoin continue to rise, and you're never going to be able to get that in the future, in my opinion. It is going to be Bitcoin will be so expensive that zero point 0.1 of a Bitcoin will literally be legendary. Now, we sort of look at Bitcoin is the best asset, money, savings tool, payment network, and technology. It's basically the best thing that you can be holding right now. And you can see here with its characteristics, Bitcoin is scarce, uninflatable, portable, durable, international, fungible, divisible, verifiable supply, decentralized, and unconfiscatable. You sort of compare that to the fiat dollar. It's not scarce. It can be printed at any point. It is very highly inflationary. Yes, it's portable. You can hold some notes in your wallet. It's durable somewhat. Um, International. Now, you can't really use the same US dollar all around the world. You'll have to change currencies to use in the local currency there. So it's not very international. And it's also even online. If you were to send dollars digitally or online, you can't just fund money into different countries. There's a lot of steps you have to follow, and there's usually transactions along the way and limits on what you can send. Fungible, yep, fungible. Divisible, yep, somewhat. Not as divisible as Bitcoin, but $1 can be divisible by 100 cents. Verifiable supply, no, we have no idea. Decentralized, no, it's very centralized. The centralized banks can basically print all they want. The Federal Reserve can print all they want. And is it unconfiscatable? No, they can basically come in, fine you. The police can fine you, or you can basically get your bank accounts seized, like we saw in Canada in 2022. And yeah, then we go to gold. Scarce. It's scarcer than I would say other metals and other things. I guess it's more scarce than sand on a beach, but the reality is we have no idea what its supply is. And they're finding more and more gold every single day. And if they really wanted to, I feel like with the technology advancements and sort of where we're heading, we could really inflate the supply of gold in the coming years, and it will drive prices down. Is it uninflatable? No. So highly inflationary, in my opinion. Portable. You can't take a huge gold bar on a plane, travel the world with it. It will get confiscated very quickly, and you'll be asked some serious questions. Let's say a war comes to your country, and your house is getting blown up, and you have a bunch of gold bars stashed around and buried. You don't really have time to go out to the yard, dig them all up, and take them with you. You might be able to take a few gold coins in your backpack, but to take a large amount is basically impossible without you basically getting killed. Durable. Yep, durable. Lasts for thousands of years. I'll give it that one. International. Yep, it's accepted international, but can you travel? No, not really. Quite difficult. Sort of goes back to the portable, but yeah, international. It's accepted everywhere, so that's all good. Fungible. Yep. Divisible. Yeah, somewhat. You can shave down your bars into little gold coins, but it's quite difficult. Verifiable supply. No, we have no idea how much gold is under our feet. Decentralized. No, gold has become extremely centralized. A large majority of gold is held by banks and governments, and a very, very small percentage is basically in the hands of individuals. Unconfiscatable. Nope. Someone can come in, take all your gold, whether that is by force and stolen, or maybe it's the government that have gone, yep, you're in big trouble and you now owe us this gold and it's ours. So we've seen gold be stolen from whoever has won wars or battles in the past. And yeah, pretty easy to just yoink, take it. Houses scarce. I guess they're scarce according to this, but we can basically build houses whenever we want. They're just more scarce than dollars, and they're harder to make than dollars. So it's got a tick for this one. Uninflatable. No. Highly inflationary. Portable. No, you can't take your house around with you. It's basically stuck there forever. Durable, somewhat. House can deteriorate, and the quality of houses that we're building these days are absolutely shite. So interesting that that's got a tick, but I guess if you build it with proper materials, it'll stick around. International, no. Fungible, no. Divisible, no. You can't just, oh, I'm going to sell my door or my window or one of my bedrooms today and I'll keep the rest. Can't do that. Verifiable supply, yeah, that's somewhat. Decentralized, no. Unconfiscatable, no. So someone can just seize your house, and in reality, no one really owns their own house. So basically, the bank owns it, or the shire owns it, so the council, the government, whatever it may be, and you're basically just paying to live there. And so I think Bitcoin is a very good savings technology, and one day I think it will be used as money more often, and it will be basically used like the US dollar is now. So it would use it for goods and services and day to day life. But in today's age, it's also just a really good asset to be holding. So we've seen it competing for silver spot as number 7 for the last 12 months, and today it's landed at number 7. And I think we're going to see it pass Amazon, Google, Nvidia, Apple, and Microsoft by the end of the year or maybe next year. Then we've basically just got gold left to compete with, real estate, things like that. And yeah, there's basically no ceiling on Bitcoin because they can just continue to print money. Um, Bitcoin's basically gone to this $1.9 trillion market cap in about 16 years, and it's sort of outpacing everything around it. And it will continue to climb this ladder. Now, the last thing I wanted to share was this, the price of a home, US dollars versus Bitcoin. The reason that I wanted to share this is because Bitcoin is just growing in so much value, and houses are just falling in real terms being Bitcoin. So we've seen a 2016 house was worth 664 Bitcoin. 4 years later, it's only worth 45 Bitcoin. And then 4 years later, after that, it's worth 6.6 Bitcoin. And that's with the prices of houses rising. So Bitcoin is obviously getting stronger and stronger, worth more and more, and it's repricing everything around us. House is a really good one to compare to because point 0.1 of a Bitcoin will eventually be a house, and then it'll be 10 houses, and then who knows, maybe one day it's 100 houses. So you got to sort of think it like that with Bitcoin is it's repricing everything, and everything around is getting cheaper and cheaper if you're holding Bitcoin. But if you're holding dollars or stocks or real estate or gold, life is going to continue to get more expensive. Basically, just buy as much Bitcoin as you can because you don't know what point 0.1 of a Bitcoin is going to be worth in the future. It's going to be worth a lot more than it is today. So I recommend just absolutely smash buy right now. Just buy it on an exchange, hold it on an exchange until you can learn how to secure it. But yeah, don't be intimidated or disappointed that you can only get zero point zero 0.01 Bitcoin, but the goal should be at least 0.1 of a Bitcoin because it's going to be worth millions in the future, and you want to be a part of that. You don't want to be left behind. So yeah, continue to stack sats, guys. Send me some sats over the Lightning QR code on this side, and leave a comment and a like so it can get some traction. Appreciate it, guys. Cheers.